Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Sarika Krishna online classes. This side Sarika, your maths teacher. So in my previous video, I have completed exercise 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 of NCERT class 9 polynomials chapter, right? Now here, I'm here with this exercise 2.4. First question has 4 parts. I'm doing first part and the last part, fourth part. First part and fourth part. So here we are supposed to check whether gx is a factor of px. gx is the divisor, px is the dividend. Dividend को divisor से divide करते हैं, then we have to check whether this is a factor of this by factor theorem, right? So now first step is that this has to be 0 and finding out the value from here will be -1. Substituting this value and checking whether p of -1 comes 0 or not. So here it's -1 to the power cube. Right here -1 square plus -1 and +1. Where there is x, substitute -1 for checking. Now here let us check what is the answer. Here -1 odd times remains -1, even times it's +1, and odd one -1 and +1. +1 -1 0, -1 +1 0. So final answer is 0, means p of -1 is 0. So yes, gx is a factor of px, means this was the divisor, right? So yes, it is a factor of px because here the remainder is 0. This way we find out the remainder, putting gx equals to 0, finding out the value of x, substituting that value in px, finding out the answer. This is the remainder. Remainder comes out to be 0. So yes, gx is a factor of px because the remainder is 0. So now fourth part, right, of same type, we have to check the same thing, and gx is same for this. Right, for all the 4 parts gx is same. So x plus 1 equals to 0 means x equals to -1. Substituting here, so -1, it gives the result -1 cube minus -1 square minus 2 plus √2 -1 plus √2, right? So this way. Now let us see what result we get here. Odd times minus remains minus, negative remains negative. Now here all even times it becomes positive, right? So here this minus comes in front because it is a multiplication, minus times plus. 2 plus √2 here x and plus √2. It's not x, sorry. Now I have already written 1 there. 1 into this is this only. So now here -1 plus minus is -1 plus 2 plus √2 and plus √2, right? I don't think so we are getting 0 because here it's -2 plus 2, √2 plus √2. This is 0, but this is not 0. This comes out to be 1 √2, 1 √2 is 2 √2, and that is not equals to 0, means the remainder is not equals to 0. No, gx is not a factor of px. So in the first part gx was a factor of px, but in the fourth part gx is not a factor of px because the remainder is not coming 0. Now the second question. Okay, now question number second and third. In question number second, there are 3 parts or 4 parts. I'm doing 1 part. Same thing we have to do. We have to check whether gx is a factor of px. We have already done in question number 1 also. So now gx, we have to put this equals to 0, finding out the value against -1, checking whether this comes out to be 0 or not. Let us substitute here. -1, 2 into -1 and -1, right? So it comes here to odd number remains minus here, even number +1, minus here is plus, and here it's this, right? It comes to -2 here, +1, +2, -1. This is 0 and this is 0. +1, -1, +2, -2. This is 0. So p -1 equals to 0 means remainder here is 0. So yes, gx is a factor of px, right? So there are other parts also. Same thing you have to do. Whatever there is gx, substitute equals to 0, find out the value of x, substitute in px, then find out if the value, if that remainder comes 0, then yes, gx is a factor. If it doesn't come 0, then gx will not be a factor of px. Now question number 3, right? Find the value of k. Now we have to find k. This is a factor of px. Now we don't have to check. It is given that x -1 is a factor, means x -1 equals to 0, finding out the value of x is this, substituting in this, right? When we'll be substituting this one here, 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k, it will be equals to 0 because it is a factor. So remainder has to be 0. Here we were checking, here we have to take 0 because already given that it is a factor. If it is a factor, so remainder 0. Yes. So we just substituted value of x1, solving it. 1 1 is 1, only k is left here, right? So this way. So k and k is 2k and 3 goes to the right side with change of sign. After that, in the last it comes down fraction. This is the value of k. So here we were supposed to find the value of k and it was given that x minus 1 is a factor of px. So value comes out to be 1 and this has to be 0 because it is already a factor. So remainder has to be 0. So finding out the value of k. So in third question also there are 4 parts. I have done one part. I think this is the fourth part. So 3 other parts you can try yourself. Substitute gx, that is this, equals to 0, finding out the value of x, substituting in this, right? If you have to check whether it is a factor, then you have to check whether p of x, that value comes 0. Here it was already given equals to 0, just equate to 0 and let's find out value of k. There are 3 other parts, first, second, third, fourth. I have done the fourth part, right? First, second and third part you can do yourself. Now next question. Okay, now question number 4 is of factorize. Right, we have a quadratic equation. This may be new to you, splitting the middle term. You might not have done this in 8th class. So I'll explain this, how to factorize this by splitting the middle term, which is the middle term is this. We'll split this middle term into 2. How? So here we compare it with ax square plus bx plus c. What is a here is 12. What is b here is minus 7. What is c is plus 1, right? Now, we should know sum in the product. Product is formed by AC and sum is the B, right? So here the product is A into C. What is A and C? That is 12. Product is 12. The sum here is minus 7. So what is the product? That is 12. So you have to write the factors of 12, right? Like 2 into, like this way, 2 into 2 into 3, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. These are the factors. So you have to arrange these factors such a way that you get sum minus 7 and product 12. Now see, 12x square and plus 1. We don't change first and the last term. Splitting is done here. So here it is minus 7. If I take here 4 and 3. So and it's negative. So minus 4x and minus 3x plus 1, right? I have not changed the first and the last term. First remains same, last remains same. Splitting is done of the middle term. This is splitted into 2. This. How splitting is done? We have to check the product. Product is A into C. This is A and this is C. 12 ones are 12. And sum is this. When we multiply these factors which we have taken here, the product should be P, that is 12. So multiply minus 4 into minus 3, that is 12. And when we add or subtract them, we should get minus 7 because here sum is 7. So sum is also coming here minus 4, minus 3, 7 and product is coming 12. So you have to split this minus 7 in such a way that sum comes out to be this and product comes out to be that. So help is taken from the product. Product we have 12. So factors are 2 and 2 and 3. We can't take 3 factors. Splitting is done in terms of 2 factors. So we are combining here 4. So factors 4 and 3 we are taking because we need 7. So it depends on the question what you need in the sum. So here after this doing the splitting, then we have to take common in these 2 and those 2, right? So here what is common is 4x. 4 3s are 12. 1x is left here. 4 here comes 1 because 4x we have taken common. Here we have sign negative, so we have to take negative common here. Nothing is common means 1 is common. 3x, when we take common, this sign changes. We have to change this plus here. If it is negative, negative changes to positive, positive changes to negative, right? There was nothing common, so 1 was common. Now, this is one factor. We have to write this in one bracket. And the other bracket is formed by the combination of this and this. These two terms, 4x and 1. This one and this one. Combine them and form a bracket. So this is the factorization. Factorization means the factors in multiplication. So factorization of this. These are the factors of 12x square minus 7x plus 1. So now I hope it's clear. I'll be doing this question here so you can clear your doubts, right? Now same thing I'm going to do. What? I need to check the product. I don't have to write this again and again. Ax square bx plus c. I know product is A into C, that is 2 into 3, 6. Sum is 7. This is sum and product is formed by these two. Done. Okay, so product, these are the factors. We have only two factors here, but here we have 7. So factor of 6 are 1 also, 6 also, 2 and 3. These are the factors. You should be writing all the factors of 6 here. Now you have to arrange. I would have taken 2 and 3, but when I saw here the sum is 7. So if I'll multiply, I'll take 2 and 3. The total comes out to be 5. If I add them, if I subtract them, 3 minus 2, that is 1. So my sum is neither 5 nor 1. Sum तो कुछ और ही है. So मुझे कोई और factors लेने पड़ेंगे. क्या क्या? 1 and 6. Because 1 and 6 makes 7, right? So first term, the last term remains the same. Splitting has to be done here. Here two terms has to come. 7 है तो I'm taking these two factors right here. Here plus 1x and plus 6x. Why I have taken plus? Because here it's plus 7. I need plus 7. Plus 6 plus 1 is plus 7. Okay. So here I have done the splitting as such that I should get 7, the sum. Sum should be 7. So out of the factors of 6, 1, 6, 2, 3, I have taken 1 and 6. Right? So uska sum 7 ho jayega. Now the next step is to take common in these two, common in these two. What is common here? Only x. Right? What is left? 2 is left. There were 2x here. 1x I have taken common, 1x is left here. 1x has come out, so 1 is left here. Here 3 and 6, 3 is common. It comes in the table of both. 3 2s are 6, x and 3 1s are 3. Right? So this bracket has to be same. If these two brackets are different, means your splitting is wrong. So one factor is this and the other factor is made by the combination of this and this. So here x plus 3 as it is. So these are the factors of this, right? So this way we do. I'm just going to revise this again, right? A quadratic equation can be factorized this way, right? Not a cubic, not a linear. Quadratic में, right? This B is the sum. A and C multiplication gives us the product. जो आपके पास product है, उसके factors लिखो, right? यहाँ product आपके पास था 12. 12 के factors होते हैं 1 भी होता है, 12 भी होता है, 2, 2, 3, right? So we have to arrange that हमारा 7 कैसे आता है? 7 तो 4 और 3 से आता है. आप add कर लो, right? तो now signs are checked from here. अगर यहाँ minus चाहिए तो आप subtract करोगे, minus minus में लगाओगे. If plus 7 is required तो आप plus plus में लगाओगे, right? Because the sum should come exact. So the next step is then after finding out the factors of that P product, right? Arrange them in such a way कि then you have chosen two factors, right? उसका जो product है that should be equal to the product and when we add or subtract them we should get the sum. Then write those two factors here. When you are confident that these are correct, then common in these two, common in these two. Okay, so then this bracket, in order to check, how to check whether your factors, these splitting is correct or not. If you are not getting these terms same inside the bracket, then your the splitting is wrong. If I'm getting the same, yes, my splitting is correct. So you get this and then combination of this and this. This way we do the factorization of quadratic equation by splitting the middle term. So this was the first part and this is the second part, right? Third and fourth part you can try yourself. Now the next question. Okay, now question number 5th. There are 4 parts of question number 5 and we are supposed to factorize the cubic now. We don't have a quadratic polynomial, we have a cubic polynomial. So there are 4 parts. I'll be doing 2 parts, right? Okay, this is the first part and it is little lengthy question also, right? So now here if you have a cubic, right, and you are supposed to factorize a cubic, right? So what you have to do, we have to see the constant term. Constant term is 2. We have to write the factors of constant term here, right? So here, because here it's 1, so A and C, here it will be 2. So factors are plus 1, minus 1, plus 2 and minus 2. So you have to substitute here 1 and check whether it's P of 1 is 0 or P of minus 1 is 0, P of plus 2 or minus 2. Check 1, right? I'll pick this minus 1 here. You can check for 1 also, but it will not be equal to 0, right? Now, if you are taking this minus 1, so here you have to substitute minus 1 and check whether it's coming 0 or not. Minus 1 and plus 2. Let us check. Odd number times 1 minus remains minus. This becomes positive, minus minus here plus, here 2, right? So now here it becomes minus 1, minus 2, plus 1 and plus 2. So this 0 and this 0, plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 is 0. Yes. P of minus 1 equals to 0. Yes. Right? It means this here x value is minus 1, which is making this 0. So let us find a factor. X, when this 1 comes this side, it becomes plus. So this is a factor which is making that equation 0. X plus 1 will be that gx, जिसको आप gx बोलते हो, right? ये होगा, हमने इसको 0 डाला, minus 1 से 0 आया, right? So what we did, there were 4 factors of 2, because हम product देखते हैं AC, A तो 1 है और C. So I picked just one number, just check all 4 numbers, when, right? So you have to check when it comes 0 with what value of x. So I found that when x value is minus 1, it comes out to be 0. So I need a factor. So let us bring this minus 1 this side, it becomes x plus 1. Now what you have to do, you have to divide this px by this factor x plus 1. Why? Because by this factor, this is a perfect factor of this. It will completely divide, remainder will come 0. So I need to find the other factors. So this is a way to find the other factors, right? Now let us do this. Now you have to see that how to make the first same. It is x cube, it is x. We are supposed to multiply by x square, x cube. You have to make the first term same so that we can cancel out in one step. So here it is cube, here it is 1. So 2x square has to be multiplied by this. Now x square into x is x cube, x square into 1 is x square. There are 2 terms and you are supposed to multiply these 2 terms with x square, not only the 1 term. So if there are 3 terms, you are supposed to multiply all the 3 terms by this. So this is the result here, x cube and x square into 1 is x square. Now changing the sign, if it is positive, make it negative, positive, negative. Right? Now consider this sign. Plus, minus, this is positive, this is negative, cancel. So this was our aim, to cancel this out. Now here minus 2 and minus 1 is minus 3x square. Note down these also here. Now we want to make this first term same हमने बनानी है. So I have to multiply this x को 3x से. Right? When I multiply minus 3x with x, I'll get minus 3x square. Then let us do this here, minus 3x square. इसको इससे भी मल्टीप्लाई करना है. माइनस 3 इंटू प्लस 1 इज माइनस 3x, राइट? 2 टर्म्स है तो दोनों के साथ इंटू होगा ये माइनस 3, राइट? चेंज द साइन. इफ इट इज नेगेटिव, मेक इट पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव मेक इट पॉजिटिव. ये तो कैंसिल होना ही था, हमने तभी बनाया. हियर इट इज प्लस 3 एंड इट इज माइनस 1, इट इज प्लस 2, x plus 2. Copy that 2. Now it's very easy how to make it 2x. Here it is x plus 2, right? 2x, 2 1s are 2. Now change the signs. दोनों कट गए, रिमाइंडर आ गया 0, right? Here it comes to be 0. Yes, वो तो आना ही था क्योंकि हमें पता ये फैक्टर था. Now how to solve? Now it is a lengthy question. पहले क्या किया, फैक्टर्स इसके निकाले, फिर चेक किया किस पे 0 आए, फिर वो देखा कौन सा फैक्टर है, उस फैक्टर से ये लॉन्ग डिवीजन किया and we found this. Now we have to do the splitting of this, right? Now here we have x square minus 3x plus 2, right? How splitting I told you, a is 1, c is 2, ac product हो जाएगा आपका 2 and the sum is minus 3. How to arrange this 2 here, that I should get here 2, 1 और 2 ले लो, right? So x square minus here 1x minus 2x plus 2, right? 2 और 1 इसके फैक्टर्स होंगे. कैसे अरेंज करना है, माइनस लेने पड़ेंगे because we have sum minus 3, right? फिर next step is taking common. x कॉमन आएगा तो आएगा x minus 1, यहाँ minus 2 कॉमन है तो आएगा x minus 1. ये सेम होना चाहिए था, ये सेम है, so splitting is correct. x minus 1 is one factor, x minus 2 is the other factor. फिर but this is a cubic, we should have 3 factors. quadratic के 2, cubic के 3. so एक तो हमारे पास ये था, ये भी तो एक फैक्टर था, तभी तो इसने लॉन्ग डिवीजन में रिमाइंडर 0 आया, राइट? सो द टोटल फैक्टर्स आर, क्वेश्चन इज फैक्टराइज, तो टोटल फैक्टर पहले वाला, it was first one was this, then we found this and this, right? This was checked by us here only. So these 2 factors we got from the splitting the middle term. So it is a lengthy question, right? So how to factorize the cubic? How to factorize the cubic term is, first of all, take, here it is 1, a and c, multiply a and c, right? When you multiply a and c, find out the factors here, then check 1 से 0 होता है, -1 से 0 होता है, 2 से 0 होता है, या -2 से 0 होता है, जिससे 0 होता है वो आप निकाल लो. सो आई फाउंड -1 से ये 0 होता है, मतलब x की वैल्यू -1 होनी चाहिए. -1 को इधर लाओ तो ये एक फैक्टर हो गया इसका. इस फैक्टर से ये पूरा डिवाइड हो जाएगा, और वो डिवाइड ऐसे करते हैं. डिवाइड का क्या रूल है? फर्स्ट टर्म को सेम बनाना है. यहाँ पे आपके पास क्वेश्चन ये है, आपको इसको किससे मल्टीप्लाई करना है, दैट यू शुड गेट द सेम, दैट यू हैव टू डिसाइड. अब यहाँ क्यूब है, यहाँ 1 है, तो 2 लगा लो, एक्स स्क्वायर से मल्टीप्लाई किया, फिर नेक्स्ट टर्म को भी मल्टीप्लाई करो, राइट? फिर साइन चेंज करो. फर्स्ट वाला तो कैंसिल ही होगा, बिकॉज दैट वाज आवर मोटिव टू कैंसिल द फर्स्ट टर्म. whatever it comes from here, write down. -2 -1 is -3, और वहां से नोट डाउन करो. अब हमारे we have to cancel this. अब हम इसको x को किससे मल्टीप्लाई करें? -3x से. तभी तो यहाँ -3x स्क्वायर आएगा जब हम इसको इससे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. अब इसको इससे भी करना है तो नेक्स्ट टर्म आ जाती है हमारी. सो राइट, सो चेंजिंग द साइन, कैंसल आउट हो गया. अब यहाँ से क्या है? -1, यहाँ +3, वो होता है +2, क्योंकि बड़ा प्लस है तो +2. कॉपी करो +2. नाउ अब आपको x से किससे इंटू करना है कि आपका 2x आ जाए. x को हम 2 से करेंगे तभी तो 2x आएगा, फिर उसको 1 से भी करेंगे, चेंजिंग द साइन करेंगे तो दोनों ही 0 हो जाता है. सो परफेक्टली हमारा आंसर क्वेश्चन ये आ जाता है. लेकिन क्यूबिक के तो 3 फैक्टर्स होते हैं, ये तो प्रूव हो गया, चलो 0 था ये तो. नाउ स्प्लिटिंग द मिडिल टर्म इज डन हियर. व्हाई? नाउ वी हैव अ क्वाड्रेटिक. सेम स्प्लिटिंग का रूल सेम है, व्हिच आई हैव ऑलरेडी taught in the previous questions. सेम आप करो, उसकी स्प्लिट, इसके पहले फैक्टर्स निकालो. यहाँ 1 था, 2 1 2, उसके फैक्टर्स लो, अरेंज करो, कॉमन लो, and get the factors. So these are the 3 factors of this cubic. I'll do one more part, right? Okay. Okay, fifth question, there are 4 parts. First part I have done, I'll be doing the fourth part. Second and third you can try yourself, right? Now here also we have to do the same thing. We have a polynomial in the variable y. So here we have to check AC for the factors. A is this and C is this. Multiply -2. So factors of -2 are +1, -1, +2, -2. Let us check 1 first. So let us substitute here 1. And let us check whether we are getting 0 or not, whether it is a factor or not. Okay, so here this, sorry, +1, not minus. Okay, now here this way. So P of 1 gives us the answer. 2 1s are 2, +1, -2 1s are 2, -1. This is 3 and 3, that is 0. So here P of 1 is 0, means value of y is 1. So bringing it to the left side, it becomes -1, and so this is a factor. It will perfectly divide this, right? So now let us do the long division here. Y -1, because here y minus is a factor. We got the value y1, 1 comes to the left side, this is a factor. So this will be completely dividing this here. Now let us do, now same procedure, same steps, right? Same method. Here it's 2y cube, we have to cancel this. So we have to multiply by 2 and y square, तभी वो y cube बनेगा. अब we are supposed to multiply this y square by y. So बनता है 2y cube here. सेकेंड टर्म से भी करना है, 2y square into -1 is 2y square, right? Changing the sign is the next step. It is positive, make it negative. Negative है तो positive. Now we have to consider these signs, not the previous ones. Okay, so ये तो cancel हो गया, ये तो हमारा मोटिव था. Now here +1 and +2, that is +3y square. Copy the other terms here, note down. Now अब हम इसको सेम बनाएंगे ताकि कैंसिल हो जाए. तो +3 है यहाँ तो सेम नंबर जाता है. Here it's y square, एक y चलेगा. So 3y into y is 3y square. 3y into -1 is -3y. Changing the signs, right? This cancels out. Here it's +3, here it's -2. +3 -2 is +1, right? Now we are supposed to multiply by +1. Plus y, y into 1 is y. 1 1 is 1. Changing the sign, right? So cancels out, 0. Remainder comes out to be 0 here, right? So now the other factors can be found from this quotient. Quotient here is a quadratic, as we did in the first part, previous question here. Now here again the same thing, A and C, that is 2. P here is, product here is A and 2C, that is 2 1s are 2. So 2 and 1 are the factors here. So let us arrange. Splitting कैसे होगी? 3 तो आ जाता है प्लस करके, +2y +1y, right? Yes, 3 is coming, 2 plus 2 and plus 1 is plus 3. So if it would have been minus 3, तो मैं minus लगा देती. So we have to arrange in such a way that the sum comes out to be same, right? अब same step in दोनों में common, in दोनों में. Here common is 2y. So y plus 1, right? Here plus 1 is common, nothing is common, y plus 1. If this bracket is same, right? Splitting is correct. Y plus 1 in one bracket, 2y and this plus 2y and this plus 1. Combine them, this 2y and y plus 1. Here, these are the two brackets. So the total factors of this px are, first was this one, y minus 1, and we found y plus 1 and 2y plus 1. Right? It's little lengthy but not difficult, right? So I've done first part, I have done the fourth part. I'm repeating this again, right? How to factorize the quadratic equation. In the quadratic equation, you have to check here this product फाइंड आउट, उसके फैक्टर्स लिखो, उन फैक्टर्स को आप ऐसे अरेंज करो कि आपको यहाँ स्प्लिटिंग करनी पड़े 3 की जगह. तो आप ऐसे करो दैट सम, जब आप उसको चेक करते हैं, सम इज दिस एंड द प्रोडक्ट इज दैट, राइट? टेकिंग कॉमन इन दीज टू, फाइंडिंग out the common and writing something inside the bracket here. So bracket should be same, then your splitting is correct. If the bracket comes different, splitting is wrong. So this one factor and the other factor. This was all about the quadratic equation. What to do in the cubic one? Cubic one, first factor we find out just by hit and trial. Hit and trial means finding out the factors of here p, that is minus 2. These are the factors of that product. And try, hit and try by trying. 1 डाल के देखो, -1 डाल के देखो, 2 डालो, सब्स्टिट्यूट -2 एंड चेक कि इन 4 फैक्टर्स में से किसी एक 4 फैक्टर्स में से 0 तो आएगा, राइट? सो 1 पे 0 आ गया. अगर 1 पे 0 आया तो मतलब y की वैल्यू इज 1, मींस दैट. सो अगर उसको लेफ्ट पे लेके जाते हैं, y -1 इज अ फैक्टर. सो हमें एक फैक्टर तो मिल गया क्यूबिक में, दूसरा हम खुद निकाल लेंगे लॉन्ग डिवीजन से. लॉन्ग डिवीजन की पूरा, इसमें क्या होता है, फर्स्ट आपको सेम बनाना होता है ताकि हम एटलीस्ट फर्स्ट कट कर ले, तभी तो खत्म होगा ये डिवीजन. सो फर्स्ट का को कैंसिल करने के लिए वॉट एवर इज रिक्वायर्ड जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई देयर. इसको और उसको मल्टीप्लाई करके सेम आना चाहिए, इसको और उसको मल्टीप्लाई करके सेम आना चाहिए, इस फर्स्ट टर्म को मल्टीप्लाई करके सेम आना चाहिए, सेकंड टर्म तो जो मर्जी आती है आप उसको लिख लेते हो, राइट? सो आफ्टर डूइंग दिस वी गेट अ क्वेश्चन देयर इन व्हिच इज अ क्वाड्रेटिक, एंड क्वाड्रेटिक कैन बी factorized by splitting the middle term and finding out the factors. So this was all about 2.4 exercise. Okay children, so I'm done with this exercise here. Okay, so work hard, stay blessed, and do like, share my videos and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.